This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Ryan, I'd like to live to 100 years old. How do I do that?
Oh, Kathleen Hennings, you saucy minx. Well done. Raise the bat. She's past 100, mate. Celebrated 105 years of age yesterday.
Wow.
And I know what you're thinking. Everybody's asking the simple question because the news crew rock up at her house. When asked her secret to living a long and happy life, she said, stay single and drink Guinness.
Oh, my God. I mean, if you go to any Irish pub on St. Pat's Day, you'll see people so committed to hitting 100.
Do you know what? I think people live for these... They actually live for these stories, don't they?
Yeah.
Because that's all they need in there. You know, when you're struggling at work during the week and you pick up a story, it's either this one or chocolate's got great antioxidants in them, or it's
two
great
glasses
to have a couple of
red wine, 2 a night.
Is good for you.
Doctor suggests 1 bottle of red wine a night. Well, doctor's orders.
All you need is one Kathleen Hennings story a week that you can go to your partner and go, well, look, she's knocking off a pint of Guinness every day and she's 105. Why can't I?
She's happy. I know what you mean.
Do you know what? Can we focus on the stay single part? Because I think that's a huge effort as well. I mean, for her to be, I think that's where she's stress-free.
Yeah.
She hasn't had a partner her whole life, and that's why she's lasted 105 years.
There's a guy that we know, Fitzy, friend of the show, friend of ours. I won't mention his name. He's a bit older than us. He's done some work.
Is he 105?
He's done a bit old. He's a bit older than us, and he's done some work at Channel 9 over the years. He's got 2 swimming pools. He always says, "Well, you know what? When it comes to relationships, I don't want a committee meeting to make a decision," and that is the freedom that you get from single life. And I told you about Vaughan the other day, that friend of mine who's out here from the States, right? Vaughano. He's my age. He's 45. He looks 35.
Yeah.
He's famously single.
Yep.
Having kids ages you at 100 miles an hour.
Oh, yeah, it does, doesn't it? She had a few friends over for a party, Kathleen. Kathleen was even gifted a hamper by the famous stout brand. So Guinness gave her... You get a couple of pint glasses in there. You get a Guinness apron. You get Guinness chocolates.
Oh.
And also a few cans of Guinness. The cans of Guinness are no good, unfortunately.
I've never really drunk Guinness.
You need it out of the tap. Have to have it out of the tap. But well done to Kathleen. That's just an amazing effort. Born in 1919.
Is she still trying to find love? Does she share a Guinness with anybody?
Oh God, she's... Well,
do you know what I mean?
I don't know.
What about
no,
that?
she's in a nursing home.
Yeah. Maybe one of the carers. There was a guy, I remember the guy on British TV not long ago, and she would have been in her 80s, and he was an Egyptian guy who was about 23. Thanks, Jess.
Yeah.
And they were right into it at the later stage of life. Have you got
They
it all?
only recently split up. But
Yeah, it was terrible, but this was the excitement they found themselves in.
That night.
Pretty rough. Nobody had been near me for 35 years. I thought I was a virgin again. Can I say what we used? A whole tube of KY jelly?
Oh. Yeah, you can say that.
I couldn't walk the next day. Yeah, I felt as if I'd been riding a horse. Saddle sore wasn't in it. Anyway, the sex is not the important thing.
Right. That's the key message. The sex is not the important thing.
important that you seem to be focusing on it quite a bit, though.
Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, download the Nova Player via the App Store or Google Play.
The Nova Player.